Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Falcons' offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the Falcons are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Back to throw, it's locked. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Falcons send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Wants to bring it back. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Punt is in the air. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Fullback's got it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Toss to the outside. Oh, better look out. Got the first down and more. He's loose. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. And the Falcons, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. A designed run for the quarterback. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. You just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Goes to the option. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his... this early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Ware. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going, looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. They'll try the run. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as he'll try to get the 3. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. They go to the ground. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Falcons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. There he goes. Got the first down and more. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. It's hard to understate how much it's worth to have a guy who can run just enough to pick up a first down, to keep a drive alive, to avoid a negative play.
He's just got enough. Everybody could be covered on a pass play, and he can go and get the first down for you. He can make maybe 1 or 2 guys miss and just stretch the football past the sticks to keep the drive alive. Such a weapon to have on offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Takes the handoff. It's Gee. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Running back searching for a hole. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The give to the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Ware. Got it in the middle, it's Hammond. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He's got it, first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This offense just wearing this defense down. 11th play of the drive coming. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Ware. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. Wants to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Release to the back. And he's got a touchdown.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside. That's about as easy as it can get.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
On the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. It's locked. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Now this offense is back on the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. That's caught. It's Blair. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The pull and throw off the RPO. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Floating away. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Dropping back, it's locked. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
There's an example of what happens when a quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Going to the run to start this 2nd half. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work in every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
The Falcons in a good spot here with second and short. Option look. It's locked. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the coach is going to absolutely give him an earful. You have to understand the situation in the game. I got a chance to go up by 2 scores. We're winning the football game. Ball security. I can't reach that thing. I got to cover it with 2 hands and make sure I don't turn it over. What a big-time mistake.
Trying to set up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on first down. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, the inside give. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Looking to throw, it's Ware. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. And they swarm him under.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Gee. Wide open spaces. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Now on the option. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. And the Falcons will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Gets the back moving. Give to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Falcons.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Back to throw, it's Ware. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
This is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder, heels almost in the end zone, and converts on fourth down, still going. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
He tries to take the top off. He's got it for a big play. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. The RPO fire complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quarterback running on the draw. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield until the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Got his man. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. It'll be 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Ware. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted for the 11th time. Got some room to run. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Air Force. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early.